Some Devils. J-Dawg back to answer some more goddamn questions. And got one goddamn paid ski was completely unnecessary one, but I'll read it off and I emailed you back, so you could have just emailed me for this one, but take care of that. And then we got no order goddamn questions, so I just pull up a video 3 weeks in line. We're gonna go over that and proof any shit. But first, a little bit of goddamn housekeeping. Let all the goddamn devils know it's fucking official. Yeah, this video should be that should be up before I fucking leave. A good week in advance or so. I'm recording this on March 8th. So just as of yesterday, the Dawg is officially going to Hell's Heroes. Texas Fest, isn't that what's called? The Hell's Heroes Fest? The one in Texas, goddamn, Houston, Texas. 100% going. Because I just bought my ticket for me and Elcat last night, our Airbnb, and our flights. They're all paid. When that shit's paid, that means I'm going, goddamn it. Bought it all yesterday. The reason I'm going is actually, shout out again. You guys inform me on stuff. Like, I'm way more out of the reason I'm kind of out of the loop because I'm out of the loop on a lot of stuff because I don't have social media. This don't fucking count. I'm just posting videos, and not to mention I don't really interact. I just hit record and I fucking upload. That's not really a social media interaction. Yeah, I go over the comments here and there, but whatever. I don't think it fucking counts. I'm not on fucking Facebook, Instagram, and shit where things are advertised. I do not have any of that. I have no interest in getting it. Maybe if I feel like it'll help with business, and if I could just fucking stomach the goddamn fucking sissification over there, maybe one day I'll get it. But if you ever see the Dawg on there, it's because it's for business only. It ain't for bitch shit. That's fucking goddamn T right there too. Goddamn it. Instagram implies all no. Social media is for business, not bitch shit. Fucking Dawg's line. Get keys of that made, goddamn it. So, outside that, and on top of that, speaking of business, that's what I'm always fucking busy with. So a lot of things I don't have time to pay attention to, or they fly over my head, or time flies fast. That Hell's Heroes Fest, we were talking about vending. Easy E would have to drive down there, and it'd be like a 24-hour drive. So he obviously you're not gonna. What are you gonna fucking smoke meth the whole way and just do it one way? Fuck no, you gotta split that up in 2 days or so. And even that's rough. 12 hours driving one day. That's count the Dawg out of that. But Easy's going to be too goddamn busy. We got so much goddamn shit going on company wise, and he's back to the fucking gills. Seems like me and Dawg are always on his ass about shit not getting done, so he's behind as fuck. Doesn't got time to vend. Will be vending at Milwaukee and Maryland though, so it's kind of like not going. And I was like, all right, it's cool. Sodom's playing. I wanted to watch them, and saw a couple other things. Nun slaughters one day, whatever. I've seen the Nun a million goddamn times. Sodom will be at Maryland, shit like that, right? So not a big deal. I was like, I was going to kind of go for pleasure, help Easy event, meet some goddamn devils, right? But what really sparked my interest, and that's where shout out to you guys, like you informed me on crap, is I didn't see it on the flyer. Granted, this is microscopic as fuck. Who knows why? But when I talked about on my video that the Almighty, I said Almighty, goddamn, Attic, it's not addict, it's Attic. ATTIC, the greatest fucking heavy metal band of the year 2000 up in my goddamn book. The best fucking Merciful Fate King Diamond fucking sounding band of all motherfucking time. From Germany. 2 albums out. Third one comes out, I think, next month. Dawg's got it on pre-order. Box set LP, CD, and fucking even 2XLT. All on pre-order from Van Records, goddammit. They're playing Hell's Heroes. I didn't even realize that. So it's on the flyer, Dawg. Yeah, when I got the magnifying glass, there it is. Oh, shit, they're playing. Had I known that prior, I probably would have pushed harder to go. But it was, I had 2 people actually email me. Hey, Dawg, you talked about Attic on today's video. They're playing Hell's Heroes. You coming? Oh, shit, I did not. To my knowledge, and also more shit I don't know, put it in there because I am actually curious. I did a little bit of investigating. I couldn't find it. I don't think they've ever been in the States ever, right? I don't think they've ever played a Maryland Death Fest, a Metal Threat. I could be wrong. I'm not saying that they haven't. And to my knowledge, they have not. So if this is their first time ever to the States, and I looked it up too, I think after Hell's Heroes, they're playing a show in California. So 2 dates while they're here. Good for them. Yeah, I'd love to see them. They're on a bucket list to see. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. What day are they playing on? They're the Saturday. So Don't fucking come asking, dog, I was there on Sunday. Where were you at? Couldn't find you. You said you're going to hell. So I was there Friday, dog. So read my goddamn lips. Hear me out. Rewind two, Bubbles, because you need to hear it 2 or 3 times. Because holy fuck, would you be blown away by some of the shit people ask me, like, and some people call it out, like, dude, he said it like 5 times. Like, why would you even ask him that? It's like, it's obvious. Are you deaf? You stupid? The hearing aid not working? I will be at Hell's Heroes, but Saturday only. Flying down fucking Friday morning, so I'll be in Houston, but only going Saturday. Have a 1-day show pass ticket that I bought, goddammit. Go Saturday, then I'm flying back Sunday morning. So, in case you happen to give a goddamn fuck, which I assume you somewhat give a goddamn fuck because you're watching this, if you're going to goddamn fest, come up and say hi to the dog if you fucking want to. If you don't too, that cool too. Just informing you, because I've had at least 5 people ask me since I talked about the attic, if you're going, between comments and direct emails. And prior to that, months before, people have always asked, you going to Hell's Heroes? And I said it was always maybe. Then it was kind of like pretty much it's looking like no. This info? Well, it's definite. My shit's bought. I'll be there, goddammit. So watch out for the goddamn dog and Hellcat over at the fucking Hell's Heroes. I won't have a booth. I'll just be walking around like every other goddamn Tom, Dick, and Harry Hammond-Ager. So I'll be just like you guys. So come and tell me at the goddamn fucking urinal either, like I'm taking a piss. Fucking few weirdos did that too. It's like, Jesus fuck, man. Wait for me to finish taking a goddamn piss. Anyways, from Tommy Becker over here, and Jesus fuck, I kind of feel bad. I mean, I emailed you, like, you don't need to pay me for shit like this at all. To be honest, I shouldn't say this, but I guess I would. Mind. Honestly, dude, if you were to ask anything at this point, you place so many orders, placed a big boy embalmer order too. See, probably he saw that goddamn Paul interview and said, fuck yeah, embalmer. He embalmed the fucking hell out of that shit. You place so many orders, you send so many pays. At this point, just email me, man. I'll just answer your shit for fucking free. You've done more than goddamn enough. And you damn sure don't need to pay to ask this shit. But anyways, I'm answering it since you paid. And like I said, he emailed me. He says, hey, brah, where would I send you a t-shirt or two? I sent the address, just the Hell's address. Just make sure to put attention Justin. Put attention J-Dog too if you want. That's fine. So that way they know who the fuck it's for. And include a goddamn note in there too, so we know what the hell it's for. Am I selling this shit? Is it? Do people send stuff? Did you get it, dog? I was like, oh yeah, that stuff. I was like, I parked in the corner. I didn't know what it was, man. It was 5 CDs of a band I never heard of. I was like, these promos, these handouts, these are we selling these? These trade, these co-assignment? What the fuck is this shit? Well, we talked about it. We talked about it 6 months ago, dude. This is all I do is talking about bands and stuff like that. Dealing with bands, listening to bands, getting submitations. People send me their bands for reviews. And hey, dog, what do you think of this? Got that the other day too. Like, hey, dog, me and my buddy started this band. Check it out. Maybe Hell's interested. A huge fan of the channel. I was like, dude, you realize I get this shit through the service emails for the last 20 years every single goddamn day? I was like, chances are, unless it looks interesting or something for me, I'm not going to even listen to it. It's impossible for me to listen at all. And not to mention, I don't want to just listen to new checkout fucking bands all day long. I want to listen to the goddamn regurgs, goddammit. I want to listen to classic shit. So those are goddamn paid keys if you want that guaranteed listen to and reviewed. I'm sorry, just the way it has to be. There's no other way. There's no way around it. So yeah, the address I gave you, bro, Hobie, I fucking emailed to you. Should I send them to the shop? And if so, what address? I gave you that. My buddy owns a small print shop, and I got him making some macabre Unabomber and Knights of Satan, and like Jesus fucking Christ, guys, all you can't pronounce. Well, that's it. 10 beers in again. Jesus Christ. Save the time for actual questions for other devils. Yeah, but yeah, I answered you, Bro Town. Now, yeah, answered all. Like I said, I have nothing fucking. So brought this up. Didn't read shit though, because it was the first one from 3 weeks ago. Dawg's got $1,000 saying less than 20 heads in England. 1998 Reek show are still there. Yeah, and before Carcass had Symphonies of Sickness out, which would have been 1988. And 87. 87 is when the demo came out. And whenever the shows they were playing, presumably only in England. I mean, I highly doubt they're fucking. Maybe they drove a little bit out of country and whatever the most nearby countries in there are willing to drive. I doubt even that. So only goddamn England. Yeah, I mean, I guarantee any of the people that were there, that were actually at that show that witnessed them, I guarantee you, dude, there's less than 20 of them still alive that are passionate listening to metal. Guarantee. What does that tell you, dude? What the fuck does that tell you? Most people abandon this shit like fucking crazy. Now, granted, I don't think there's any goddamn news, but Can't like I goddamn see it. Yeah, here's a guy from England, Devil from England here. Tune in every day and listen to the show premiere at 11. What the fuck, bro? Tom, were you there in '88 or not? Goddamn it. Metal musician. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, J-Dog. Hope you get to watch the Fat Ball game. Didn't even know who was in it. Didn't even know it was on. Never seen it in my life. Didn't even know about it. Who won? Anything good? Anything interesting? Did the dog miss anything? Or was it just a bunch of fat guys running around making millions of dollars and you were wasting your time watching them make their millions instead of you going out and making yours? That's what I see. I see a big ass fucking waste of time. Again, unless you got money on the game, so you got edge of the seat action. Like I got $500 on this game. I could see it being interesting then. If you're just watching to watch, I don't know. That seems like a waste of time to me. That's all I'm saying. Pikeville here, I have to say. I agree. Melting Rot were awesome. Fucking course, Melting Rot was awesome. Bro Town. Best goddamn gore grind band in the top 3 goddamn gore grind bands since in the last several years. I'd say in the last 10 years. Let's just cut the shit. Best goddamn 3 gore grind bands. You already know what they are. It's Pharmacist, Melting Rot, and Miasmatic Necrosis. The last 10 goddamn years. Unless I'm completely forgetting something that outdid them. Best one for sure since 2019. I think I'm gonna go back as far as 10. I can't think of anybody else. Probably forgetting somebody, but I'm just saying, homie. But of course, so was Nunslaughter. Oh, so you must have been at the show. I met J-Dog briefly. I remember meeting Pikeville. Did you tell me your goddamn name? More like a quick fist bump because he seemed very busy. Yeah, which I was, which is cool. I get it. I have social anxiety issues pretty bad, so I'm sorry for not being more open to saying hi. You know, no reason to have anxiety with me, bro, Tom. I'm just a regular JoJo, just like you. Mm. Oh, so this must be right after the show because people are count. Okay, brisket. That's awesome. Glad the show was a hit. Sure was. And uh, yeah, I got some stewing going on for the 2025 show. Got some maybes. Not going to say anything for one other headliner. It was actually Paul that gave me the idea. So that's a pretty goddamn good idea. I would have never thought of that. He says he has their contact. I'm going to hit him up, but I'm not saying anything yet because I mean, are they going to do it? I don't know. They're plus one. They could even. I think some of the guys might have to fly, but a couple guys could drive. So a couple guys could drive, a couple could fly. And he's like, he set a price that he thinks right around that they asked for. I was like, that's doable. That's not outlandish. I mean, that's within fucking reason. So then I got a yes from one band, but it's a yeah, bro, which is cool, but I'm not 100% convinced yet. And then I got a kind of a wishy-washy yes, but probably a yes. The wishy-washy is yes, I think, because it's so far out. Like, yeah, probably. I don't see why we wouldn't play it. Here's our offer. Yeah, we can do it for that. That type of shit. But I don't know. I always thought, man, hey, the more time in advance, the better, right? Because I mean, theoretically, if you're in a band of shit, if you plan for tours and stuff, I mean, how far in advance? You don't do that a month out, especially if it's a goddamn if you're doing like a 30-day plus tour. I mean, don't you do that minimally 6 months out? I mean, my shit's not that far away. Let's say I do it June 2025. That's 15 months away. That shit's gonna be here before you fucking know it. So I don't think I'm like that ahead of the goddamn game. Let's see what this fucking guy has to say. Keith Dawe. I was 18 when Recaputrefaction came out, but never got to see them back then. If you're not from England, I highly doubt you did. Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be the only people. That's why I specifically said that because they didn't come to the States. I don't know if you're from the States or not, but I'm sure they didn't tour anything else until Symphonies of Sickness. I still own the original vinyl, listened to it, and many other brutal bands, old and new. So it's good. At least you were there at the time and still into this shit. Yeah. And it again clarify because people don't hear dick of what I fucking say. They hear what they want, I guess. I didn't say only 20 people that picked up Recaputrefaction in the world are only still in the metal and around. I said that we're at the actual show seeing them. And again, talking about more of the stuff, several people confirmed in the comments too. Dawg's right. Dawg's 100% right. Granted, it's common sense. It's just nobody talks about it. Not that it's a secret or it's controversial or anything like that. is in 1991, 1992. If you were at any death metal show, don't care who, Deceased, Mortician, Incantation, Cannibal Corpse, Sinister, overseas bands, yeah, like I said, Sinister, Gorefest, doesn't matter who, any death metal band, Cannibals, Deicide, Morbid Angels, anybody, 91, 92-ish. I specifically said, how many paid tickets, don't give a fuck about the bartender, the janitor, the guy that owns the club, no, paid tickets want to come see the band, were at any of those shows 40 and over. I was like, you'd be hard pressed to find one. One guy said either he was with him or he knew a buddy or he saw it. I think there was one guy who was in his 40s or 50s, but he was there with his son. So chances are he didn't even like the shit, which he could have, because I said there could be one or two, but I was like, that's max. He was the one or two, and he might not even count. Yeah, he was with one of his son. He's probably like, I don't feel comfortable dropping this 16-year-old off at a fucking bar. That's exactly what these clubs are. Either he doesn't trust them or he's a nervous Nelly and afraid the goddamn kid's going to get fucking shanked and gang raped. Who the fuck knows what these guys think? Nonetheless, he's probably there for more protection things and overseeing things. Not because he liked the band. And if he did, good for him. He's the one or two exception, just like I said. What are you getting at, dog? A lot of these bands that I bring up and stuff like that, and the age frame and why people like it and the time frame that the genre's been around, everybody keeps fucking forgetting that, dude. 91, death metal was 6 years old. 7 years old if you want to go by the Death Mantis demo. Somebody called that out. It wasn't 85, dog. Death metal started in 84 with the Mantis demos. I actually technically 100% agree with that. It's just I put it at 85 because you're going to get some more wise asses that contradict the 85. This guy's an idiot. You can tell he wasn't from back then. No shit, I wasn't from back then. Fucking, I said that a million times. I was born in 85. Of course I wasn't from back then. He's like, death metal wasn't an established name. Fully fucking aware of that. I'm going by what people consider today death metal to give some type of benchmark of its origin. And I was just going studio albums. But yes, technically, I think death metal officially started with the Mantis demos. I think that is the first death metal recording. That is my personal opinion. Some people think it's Sodom and the Sign of Evil LP. I've heard Hellhammer demos. I don't agree with those. I'm not saying they're wrong. My personal opinion is the Mantis demos. The first Mantis demo, Death by Metal, I think that is the first death metal recording. To my knowledge, Mantis Death by Metal was even before Possess demo. I know it was close. They're both 84, but I think Mantis was first. Not to mention, I thought it was better as far as demo-wise. I thought it was a better demo. So maybe I'm a little biased and I put it there for that. But nonetheless, fucking 84 started. Use 85 if you want to do studio goddamn albums. So, okay, 91, I said. Even 92. 6, 7 years old, it's been around. Did you honestly think 40-year-old guys and shit were going to be listening to it? Hence, you fast forward today, burnout geezers, most of these guys, where are they at? Not into it. Because if it was a bunch of 40-year, like, yeah, you go to a show now, a death metal show, any death metal show, don't care if it's a local band, new band, old band, 40 plus is common. That's like 30% of the crowd. I mean, I never took exact goddamn numbers, but if I make an educated guess, I mean, most of it I would say is under 40 still. But I would say a good 30% is 40 or older, maybe more, depending on which one you're going to too. Well, if 30% of the crowd would have been 40 or older in 91, and Cannibal Corpse butchered at birth, well, that means we'd have a lot of 70-year-olds running around at death metal shows. How many 70-year-olds you see at metal shows? I can honestly tell you I've never seen one in my life. Now, I know of instances. I mean, I guess I was there. Maybe I'm assuming he was in his 70s. Paul from Cannibals. Paul Merzerker was dad, was at a Cleveland. That don't fucking count, though. He doesn't listen to death metal because it's his goddamn son band. Again, that shit don't count. I'm talking about paid goddamn ticket, want to see the band he's headbanging, he loves, and he bought the goddamn LP. That type of shit. How many 70-year-olds do you not show? I know zero. The only story I know is the guy in Germany, Walter Hahn. Never met him. He's wearing a goddamn Nunslaughter Don Dick back. Nunslaughter played there. He had the Dick back on, and came with his son or whatever. Didn't speak a whole lot of English. German guy, but his son spoke more English. Translated. Had Big D, Jim Sadis. I think Craig was in the band at the time too. I think the lineup was Craig, Zach, Don, and Jim. I think it was that lineup at the time. Don't quote me. This is quite some time ago, easily 15 years ago. But I'm pretty sure it was that lineup. And that's the story I heard. And he was old as fuck. And he emails us from time to time still. Buys, seems like he likes a lot of fucking black metal werewolf stuff and Nunslaughter. Seems to be his forte. I know he's in his 70s. That's one guy I know of who I've never even met or seen in person. As I said, this music's still fucking new. It's finally figured its way out. And I don't understand, like, realistically, I never heard anybody else really fucking talk about it. You know what I mean? Put it in that perspective and break it down to those terms. And kind of the guys that are still around and excited. Again, none of this fucking burnout geezer shit. Yeah, I'm listening to Van Halen most of the fucking time. Again, if you listen to Van Halen on the fucking side, that's fine. I'm just saying that's not a goddamn excited death metalist if that's what you're primarily listening to. And once in a fucking blue moon, you throw on Mortal Throne the Nazarene. And when I say once in a blue moon, it's every goddamn 3 years when you have a fucking house party on the 4th of July and all your buds are coming over and trying to look fucking cool. That don't count, dude. That means you're not into this shit no more. You used to be into it. So it's the true fucking benchmark of how many guys back then were the fucking true heads that are still in it today and still excited about it. You know what I mean? And again, you're not going to be as excited as when you're 21. I'm not either. And it's not because the burnout thing. It's because a lot of the stuff coming out is like, heard it all, seen it all. So it's going to take a hell of a lot more to get your fucking dick hard than when you're 15 now, isn't it? You know what I mean? If you banged a fucking 100 hotties, smoking hots, 10s, Playboy models, well, a 5 isn't exactly going to get you wound up as opposed to when you're a 15-year-old virgin, fucking never been laid. You'd be like, shit, I'll stick my dick in goddamn anything as long as it's not completely deplorable, right? Same goddamn thing. As you get older, more experienced, it's the melting. So I get that. But a lot of these guys, it's like, dude, you're not even in this shit, period, at all anymore. So, yeah, a few people confirmed it. There's no surprise whatsoever. Who the hell else? Yeah, put it in. If you're in other countries, you were on Australia. So in Australia, when you were seeing, assuming you're still around, hopefully a few of you guys are, 91, 92 in that area, you would have been seeing bands like Hobbs Angel of Death. What year did Sadistic Execution start? They're in that era. They're around then. Sadistic Execution. Slaughterlord was probably already done, right? I don't know what year they officially hung it up. They just did those 2 goddamn demos, but I don't know when they fucking threw in the towel. Whoever was goddamn playing around those times in the underground metal scene. I'm not talking about goddamn AC/DC either. My fucking dad listens to that shit. Talking about underground metal. How many 40-year-olds were running around back then? Or it didn't have to be the local bands. If it was a goddamn touring band, it could have been whoever, Sodom, Creator, whoever came through, Cannibal. When Creator came to fucking in Australia in 1991, how many 40-year-olds paid tickets were there? Probably not a whole goddamn fucking lot. But put it in there because I've never goddamn been there. Kind of curious. Comes with shirts, you look at you. Comic box. And also, too, goddamn paid skis. Don't fucking forget them. There was technically none for today. Tommy Becker may hit the quota because he always sent 20 USD, so he saved the goddamn day. But technically, they didn't get any. 2's the goddamn minimum. Dumb can figure it out. It's in the description box. You copy, paste, send it to the PayPal. Dawg gets it answered 100% guaranteed. Later, goddamn it.